Welcome to SAT Mathematics 001. We're happy to have you here. This is where we'll be looking at some shortcuts into how to answer some difficult questions as they relate to SAT Mathematics. This is where we give you some of the ideas, some techniques into how to pass your SAT Maths very well. So our first topic today is solutions of linear equation in one variable. So we're looking at forms of linear equation. Forms of linear equation. A linear equation in one variable can be of the forms. The first one is ax plus b equals to 0. Number two is 2ax plus b equals to px plus q. And now we have different thing I have to break down here. The first one is the word equation. From the word equation, I have what is called equality sign. Equality sign, or more like equals to. So the equality sign here is this equals to. So because I have this equals to here, this is an equation. Ax plus b equals to 0 is an equation. This is an equation. 2x plus 4 equals to 8 is an equation. So that's not what equation. Then why is it called linear? Why is it called one variable? Variable are letters that we solve for. They are the unknown letters that we solve for. So the unknown letter here in this case is x. Although you'll be tempted to say that we have a and b. The a and b, they are constants. Constants are numbers like 2, like 3, like 4. Look at this now. In this case, look at the example I get to here. E.g., 2x plus 4 equals to 8. My constants here are 2, 4, and probably 8. So, variable are the letters that you're trying to solve for, letters you're trying to get the value. Then why is it called a linear equation? Because look at the variable here. The variable here is x. So the highest power of this variable here is raised to power 1. That's why it is called linear equation. That's what the variable here is called, is raised to power 1. So that's what makes it a linear equation. If the highest power is 2, it has turned to quadratic equation. We'll talk about that later. Quadratic equation is of the form ax squared plus bx plus c equals to 0. That's quadratic. We'll talk about this later. But this is a linear equation. So I can have 2x plus 4 equals to 8. I can make this to be like this form. That will have been 2x plus 4. If I take this 8 to the left hand side, I have minus 8 is equals to 0. So I have 2x minus 4 equals to 0. So it's of this form, ax plus b equals to 0. Then I can also have 4x minus 1 equals to 10. Can also be in this form. The next form is ax plus b equals to px plus q. Look at the example here. 4x minus 1 equals to 7x plus 3. So that's that. Now let's look at types of solutions of linear equation. Anytime you solve a linear equation, anytime you are trying to solve, you are trying to get the answer to a particular variable, you are most likely to get three types of answers. Those answers that are called solution is that you get one solution, or you get no solution, or you get infinitely many solutions. How do you know that your answer is one solution? If your variable x is equals to a constant, like your variable x equals to 4, or like your variable x equals to 10, or like your variable x equals to whatever value, that is one solution. Let's say, like this kind of question now. Let's say by the time I solve this question, I have something like 2x equals to 4, and I have something like x equals to 4 divided by 2, and I have something like x equals to 2. That is one solution, because in this case, this is like saying x equals to a. So this is one solution. Then at what point do you say you have no solution? If you are trying to solve a linear equation and the variable disappeared and you are left with two constants on the left and on the right two constants a and b. Let's say you have something like a equals to b, such that there are no variable again. There's no variable x or there's no variable y again. Then that kind of thing is called, that kind of linear equation is called no solution. So let's say you are solving a particular question and you end up getting 2 equals to 5, or you end up getting 6 equals to 9. Those are no solution. The number 3, I'm going to explain. I'm going to give an example on that later. Another one is infinitely many solutions. So let's say you're trying to solve a linear equation and you get something like s equals to x. S equals to x there means that whatever value of x that you can think of, whatever value of x that you have on the left is the same value of x that you have on the right. That means if x is 4 on the left, x will also be 4 on the right. If s is 5 on the left, s will also be 5 on the left. If s is 6, if s is 10 on the left, s will also be 10 on the right. So why do you call it infinitely many? Infinitely many solution there means that uh, x can be as many possible values of, you can take as many possible values as possible. That's called infinitely many. So let's look at some of these solutions one by one. Look at this question here. The question says, determine the number of solutions of the following linear equation. The question is 5 brackets x plus 2 brackets minus 2x is equals to minus 3x plus 28. If you try to solve this on a normal day, you expand this, that will give you 5x plus 10 minus 2x is equals to minus 3x plus 28. If you collect like terms, I'm going to have 5x minus 2x plus 10 is equals to minus 3x plus 28. And that gives you 3x plus 10 is equals to minus 3x plus 28. Then if you move this minus 3x to the right hand side, you're going to have 3x plus 3x, that will give you 6x equals to 28 minus 10, that gives you 18. By the time you divide both sides by 6, you have your x equals to 3. This is a case of s equals to a, and that is one solution. So these are essentially ask you, how many solutions do we have in this? If you look at this kind of question, they will not ask you to solve for x. They just ask you how many solutions are in this question, in this kind of equation. This is a case of one solution because you have a value for the variable they are trying to solve for. Let's look at another example. We have another example, 4 bracket x plus 2 equals to 4x plus 5. The question is, how many solutions are in this case? Let's see. Let's do as if you want to solve it on a normal day. So this will give us something like 4x plus 8 is equals to 4x plus 5. What do you observe here? 4x is here. 4x will cancel 4x here. So I have 8 equals to 5. This is a case of 8 is a constant A. B is a constant. 5 is a constant B. So this is an example of no solution. So SAT can ask you that for this question, for question 4 bracket x plus 2 equals to 4x plus 5, how many solutions are there? This is a case of no solution because the variable have cancelled out. So there's no value for the variable. So this is a case of no solution. Let's look at this question together. This one is 2x. If I is 2 bracket x plus 5 plus 6x equals to 8x plus 10. How do you do this? So this will give us 2x plus 10 plus 6x is equals to 8x plus 10. If I collect like terms, I have 2x plus 6x is equals to 2x plus 6x plus 10, sorry, plus 10 is equals to 8x plus 10. And this will give me 8x plus 10 is equals to 8x plus 10. 10 can cancel 10. So I'll be left with 8x equals to 8x. 8 can cancel 8. I will left with x equals to x. So think of any value of x. The value of x I can think of. If s is 2, I also have 2 here. If s is 3, I also have 3 here. So this is a case of infinitely many solutions. will explain the other parts in the next video. Thanks for joining us. Okay, you can practice this question before we start. Look at this question, you can screenshot it and put your answer. The question is, how many solutions are in the linear solutions below? How many solutions are in the linear equation below? So you solve them and tell me. I'm not asking to solve for x, you just tell me if it is one solution